Coco and I'm an Eco Kids reporter, and today I'm here with Joanne and with Andrew. Tell me about yourselves.
Hey everyone, my name's Jo Bowen. I am the CEO of Cricket for Climate, which is an organisation founded by Australian Test captain Pat Cummins.
Yeah.
Basically we're using sporting venues across Australia to implement solar battery and all-weather solutions in a way that saves clubs money and puts that money back into community and back into the growth of the sport.
Yeah, lovely. And then, Andrew, what do you do?
I'm the Chief Business Officer at the South Australian Cricket Association. Business has been around for more than 150 years, and hopefully we can continue to take it forward for the next 150.
Amazing. Okay, well, I've got a few questions for you guys if you don't mind answering. Why is looking after the environment so important for cricket?
I think what we've seen over the last few years is an increasing number of matches that have been cancelled, either because of the temperature's been too hot or matches have been rained out. So that disruption or rescheduling, abandonment, it fundamentally impacts the experience for the end user. So we want kids and adults alike to get as much cricket under their belt as possible. So the opportunity for us to play a role in really limiting that impact is quite exciting.
Yeah, amazing. Joanne, what is Cricket for Climate?
Yeah, like I said, Cricket for Climate's a not-for-profit. We were founded by Australian Test captain Pat Cummins.
Yeah.
It's a player-led movement. Pat really founded it because he wanted to create some real practical impact across the game.
Yeah.
And we're putting solar battery and all-weather solutions across sporting venues nationwide in a way that really saves clubs money, puts that money back into their pockets and enables them to put on new coaching programs and use it in whatever way they need to continue growing the game.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
How does climate affect the sport?
Cricket really is seen as the canary in the coal mine. We're seeing increasing severe weather and we're a summer sport, so you have to have perfect conditions to play cricket. So when I speak to some club presidents, literally they're saying that it's too hot to play, and for others they're seeing washouts. A lot of games cancelled during the season, and we know how much cricket means to Australians, and we just want to make sure that we can play as much as we can. Yeah,
100%. Amazing. Andrew, back to you. What is SACA doing to become sustainable?
I think the opportunity is for us to undertake a range of initiatives, some really basic and practical.
Yeah.
So just looking at things like moving away from generators to permanent power, moving away from disposable coffee cups, recycling our apparel that obviously players and staff are responsible for.
Yeah.
So there are some really basic things that we can do. And one of the opportunities for us in such an amazing, beautiful premise such as this is to look at how we use energy more efficiently.
Yeah, amazing. And would you say that you are using energy more efficiently?
The fact that we've already got solar panels in situ is a really positive first step. I think the opportunity is to now explore the next mature phase of that, which is obviously exploring a battery option.
100%.
And we hope to really be able to move the dial on that front.
Yeah, fantastic. When it comes to solar panels, do you reckon that using sunshine really is affecting how we can play cricket? Do you reckon that we could put maybe solar panels on cricket fields to help make the game more sustainable?
Yeah, what we know is that land is the scarcest resource around.
Yeah.
So just making sure that those sporting venues are multi-purpose is a really significant step forward. And where possible, working in conjunction with the local council to get the approvals and obviously the funding partners up along with commercial partners to make sure that those facilities can be put in place.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, Jo, what can kids today do to help the environment?
I think that there's very many practical things that kids or anybody can do, I think. Obviously kids are sort of going to grow into our future leaders, but anything from being really mindful about what you do with your plastic and recyclables, taking kind of alternative transport options. I love the fact that a lot of kids today are getting on bikes and walking to school instead of taking petrol-led cars. And even small things like thinking about where you're putting your money when you're banking. There's some sort of choices that can be made around that as well. So I feel like sometimes it can feel a bit overwhelming, but there are some very, very practical things that people can start with that don't really cost any money either.
Yeah, 100%. Andrew, do you have anything to add?
I think the great thing about being a kid in today's environment is that you are growing up with a new world and an opportunity to be more sustainable. So whether that's being encouraged to work with parents or lead parents in many instances. So certainly, water is such a significant impact. It's a huge natural resource. But there are opportunities in that space to just think better and differently than perhaps people like me and my parents' generation.
Yeah. So this is for both of you. If you could give one message to eco kids, what would it be? It could be something inspirational, it could be something like advice or anything you can think of.
The thing I would say is you can always make a difference. It doesn't matter how big or how small. Just do something quick and tangible, whether it's as simple as selecting the right recycling bin, but don't feel like you can't make an influence, because you absolutely can.
Yeah.
Every single positive step makes a difference and sets a great example for the next generation.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Similar theme, really. One very small action can, times millions of people adds up to a very big impact. So yeah, I feel like you're part of something much bigger. And if you love sport, then it's really important to, have a bit of a role in helping protect this.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me today. It was amazing talking to you, and I hope that we can catch up sometime soon.
Great.
Amazing.
Thank you.